Will AI art replace the work of human artists? That's one of the questions of our time. Just over a century ago, similar questions were being asked about industrial methods. In an era of factory production, was there any role left for the craft and creativity of individual artists? This cathedral is Ireland's answer to that question. The arts and crafts movement sprang up in Britain in the late 19th century as a reaction against the industrialisation of art production and the division of labour. In the factory production of a stained glass window, for example, different workers might produce different elements of the window without any sense of how it all should fit together. Writers like John Ruskin and William Morris began to develop a new vision of the artist as a craftsman and designer, overseeing a work from start to finish with great attention to the quality of materials used. In the face of modern industry, these critics pointed a finger back to the methods and ethos of medieval art. Now, to really bring about change in the arts, it wasn't enough to write. Art schools were needed, and studios in which artists inspired by this vision would collaborate together on projects. In Ireland, these centres of collaboration were principally two: An Gline for stained glass and mosaic work, and the Dominicans Guild for textiles. And in both of these places, the principles of the arts and crafts movement were combined with the atmosphere of the Celtic revival, a renewed interest in Irish art of the past, depicting Irish saints and so on. These were both founded in the early 20th century, right about the time when the outer structure of this cathedral in Loughrea had been completed. And these two things, a group of energetic, visionary artists and an empty shell of a cathedral, seemed to call out to each other. And they were brought together very happily by a great local patron of the arts, Edward Martin. In the first decade or so of the 20th century, artists like Michael Healy, Sarah Purser and Evie Hone were at work on the windows here. Ethel Rind was making Stations of the Cross using the medieval opus sectile method. Michael Shortall was sculpting scenes from the life of St. Brendan to top the columns here. And the Dominicans Guild was making banners to the designs of Jack B. Yeats. Nothing is mass-produced here. Everything is made with love and attention, from the light fittings to the wrought iron gates. If you look closely, even the pews reveal themselves to be unique. They were made by local woodworkers, and in medieval style, each one is decorated with a unique little creature. This church was built and decorated in the age of the machine, but it was done so in a way that honoured the work of human hands. Some of the artistic wisdom of this place might be just what we need today.